It's for freelancer.com. It's really focused on the tech startup space. Something really interesting I thought you said on stage was the idea that governments a lot of times think that they're sort of dictating policy that's trickling down to everyone else, but really a lot of times they're almost playing catch up with the market. Where do you think governments, not just in Australia but around the world, are kind of falling short and playing catch up to where innovation and startup culture is right now?
Well, governments will always be playing catch up, right? Because the market is moving so quickly that if the public servants and the government was able to anticipate where the market was going to be in 5 years, they'd be geniuses, which they're not. So, but the point is, if you're going to play catch up, you want to be catching up very quickly. You've basically got to be moving in real time.
Sure.
So I think, don't criticise governments for not, having a crystal ball, but equally, you've got to be able, industry's got to be able to say to governments, look, the policy settings we had a few years ago were fine, they were working, the world has changed, we need to make some changes too. And that's why there needs to be a regular, constant dialogue.
And, in an environment where some of these companies, they are so global, they're working across so many markets, I guess, how does government respond to something like that? How does it react to something like, a monolithic company like Facebook or Uber?
Well, there's no substitute for engagement, discussion. Look again. It just takes time and attention. That's all.
Do you think that right now, the current environment we're in, do you think it's a good environment for startups in Australia?
I think it is. Well, yes, I think it is. I think it is a very good environment, but no doubt we want to make it better.
And what do you think what kind of roadblocks need to be removed to get to that?
Well, I think you and your community at Freelance will be better able to identify them than me. At this stage, I think you've got a very dynamic innovation ecosystem. You've got good support in terms of tax relief for early stage investment. You've got funds. You've got a lot of venture capital for startups and early stage and indeed later stage venture capital now. So I think the settings are good, but again, I'm sure it can be improved. But really, the industry is the one best able to identify that.
And you bring up venture capital. I was actually having a conversation with a venture capitalist a couple weeks ago, and he was saying that one of the things that startup founders really need to think about is when they're addressing a problem is why me? Why do I have the right to solve this problem? What do you see as kind of the particular industries where Australia can be the leader in saying we have the right to solve this problem?
Well, no one's got the right to solve any problem. So that's the first, the question with respect is a false premise, right? No one's got a right to do anything in this sector. Everyone's got an opportunity though. So the bottom line is that if you feel you've got the solution to a problem, or you can create the answer to some question or other, then go for it. And you don't need a right or an entitlement, but you've got the opportunity.
Excellent, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really